Guys, this is your Pokemon Master once again, and for today's video guys, we will be having a short discussion only on why you don't it's better to keep your Korean Pokemon card first. I highly suggest guys, this is my personal opinion. You can follow my direction or you can research further research guys, but in my honest opinion guys, it's better to keep your Pokemon card first right now, especially if you're collecting Korean Pokemon cards. Why I'm saying this? Because right now there's a lot of competition in the market. So right now the Pokemon market is really screwed up, especially on the English and Japanese version. So many people is selling, so many people opening packs and selling cards. And some of the guys were selling below the market value just to just to for them to sold the item. I don't want to suggest you to do that, guys, because it's like you are selling to lose. So our main purpose is to, of course, we are joining this business because we are thinking that we can win, that we can gain some money on this. So the technique right now, guys, is to keep your sealed products, especially if you're collecting Korean products, guys. So keep your Korean sealed products, and if you're opening Korean packs, okay, you can open that, you can use that in your blogging or what, but do not sell first. That's my suggestion right now guys, because as you can see guys, in the market right now, actually I tried to post guys some stuff like illustration rares and SR, and even our rarest card SRR, the Cincha Garchomp, which is costing around $160. Actually, the Japanese version and English version is costing around 160 to 200 USD. So I am expecting guys that this Korean card actually is really nice. Is almost the same guys. The appearance is almost the same for the Korean version. Actually, I'm expecting this to sell around even at least 100 to 120 USD. Okay, but I am keeping it first because I know someday that the Korean market will materialize, will mature, and the Pokemon boxes will also increase. And once the Pokemon boxes, guys, of the Korean version increase, then the cards will increase as well. So currently there's a high demand for Korean market in Korean there's a high demand on Korean Pokemon cards, and that's because of the English and Japanese version is really screwed up. The scalpers is everywhere, the values of the boxes and the cards is very high, and it's not affordable for other collectors like me and other people. So it really depends on you, but in my honest opinion guys, the best thing to do right now is to wait to open some packs, to keep the cards, and to wait until the Korean market is already mature and evolve into another. Because right now, for example, one box guys is costing around 100 ringgit, and I can see some increase on the market guys. Actually, slowly the value of the boxes increasing bit by bit every week. And imagine if that one will be double, then probably the card value guys will also double, like what we saw on the Japanese version. So if you also check on our previous videos guys, we are collecting a lot of Japanese version Pokemon cards before we transition to Korean market, because previously guys, the value of the Japanese boxes were really cheap, really cheap guys. Okay, I bought my first Japanese box. If you will check in my previous video guys, I bought that one box guys, which consists of 30 booster packs, for only, I think I bought that for only how much around 100 to 150 ringgit. So that is how much in dollars? Almost 20 USD to 25 USD only. That one is my first Japanese booster box. Okay, but right now guys, if you will check in the market, I challenge you just now to check the market guys. one booster box of Japanese, any Japanese set, guys. You check the market, the value is almost doubled. I think 250 to 350 ringgit per booster box, even though we're talking about only the new release sets, because there's a lot of scalpers already. Before you got the product, they already scalp the items, and then resell it to higher price. So it's not worthy anymore to collect Japanese cards. I mean, it's worthy to collect Pokemon cards even though it's high, but it's not that, what I mean. You need to invest more to get more. Unlike in the Korean market, we're still early, guys, in the game. So if you're collecting right now, you're able to get these very nice cards for just cheap value. Imagine I just bought one box for only 100 ringgit, and then I am able to get a card which is worth around 500 to 1,000 ringgit. So we will sell it in the future, but for today, for now, I am just keeping it. So let's wait until it mature and is ready, but for now I'll be using it for my content only. So as you know, we already sold some of our Japanese and English versions in our Shopee shop, and it's easy to sell, guys. Older set. That's based on my experience. Because we already sold our Chiyo EX, which we costing around 100 ringgit or $20. So we already sold that one, and we only remaining very few Japanese cards in our collections. Okay, so my technique right now is sell those old Japanese cards which is already increased in value, and we're selling it below market price. So that's the technique right now, guys. If you want to join the game, so you need to wait. You need to have a patience on this. You cannot simply join and then immediately sell. So Pokemon market is not like that. So you need to know what is the best set and invest on that set. Actually, I also bought some Crimson Haze, because the Crimson Haze set in Korean is still cheap, guys. It's around 113 ringgit. But you can get a lot of cool cards there, like the EV illustration rare and Growlite and any other cool stuff there. So I suggest you do your own research, check what is the best set for you, what you want to collect and what you want to sell. If you're an investor, what you want to keep. So for example, guys, the 151 is still cheap, guys, for Korean Pokemon box. So you can invest on that. Destined Rival still also cheap, around 150 ringgit per box. But you can see in the English and Japanese version, it's already around 500 to 600 ringgit just for one Pokemon booster box. It's crazy how market change. So I highly suggest to do your own research and get as much as possible any sealed products in any set that you want to collect, and then wait for a while until the market evolve. Then that's the time we can already start selling. So that's all, guys, for today's video, guys. God bless and see you on the next one. Please subscribe.